Designing quality online instruction isn't all that different than designing instruction for in person or blended learning. Starting with well defined learning goals and outcomes, and then planning learning activities that will support students through positive classroom relationships and building a learning community, the instructor acting as a facilitator, an active rather than passive learning environment, personalized learning and support, and authentic activities can all ensure that student outcomes in online learning can be maximized. Let's briefly look at each of these factors. A lack of community in online learning environments can be a major issue that can lead to disengagement from students, and creating relationships and a sense of community can seem daunting when participants in a course aren't sharing the same physical location. But we can still build a sense of community and relationship between all participants. This can be achieved by providing opportunities for students to discuss the learning in either a discussion board format or in a video call setting. Tools like Canvas discussions or Microsoft Flip and real time video discussion tools like Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and WebEx can all make students feel like they aren't alone in their learning experience. For a learning community to be effective, the tools and course materials must also function properly. Just as a face to face classroom with broken chairs and burned out lights and water damaged textbooks may not create a welcoming environment, an online course with broken links, mislabeled assignments, and misleading instructions will create confusion for students. The instructor in an online course needs to be more than just a name on a syllabus or an email that students receive when an assignment is graded. Here's a brief thought exercise. Imagine three teachers in a face to face classroom: one of them that stands at the front of the class and lectures for the entire time, one that gives instructions and then sits at their desk for the rest of the class period, and one that provides instructions and then moves around the room, encouraging student discussion, asking questions to gauge student understanding, and giving real time feedback about the things that the students are doing. Teacher 3 is acting as a facilitator. Online instructors can do many of these same things. Online instructors don't have to wait for students to come to them with questions. Scheduling meetings with students, either as groups or individually throughout the course, gives the instructor opportunities to discuss how well students are engaging in the learning and assist them in mastering course goals. Interaction between instructors and students should occur frequently, and the feedback the instructor provides must be meaningful. Activities in the course should involve students synthesizing information to create and display their understanding. Whether in person, blended, or online, learning happens best when students are not mere consumers of information. Opportunities for students to collaborate and communicate their understanding on a regular basis in a variety of modes, such as writing, video, audio recordings, or real time discussions, can be beneficial to displaying mastery of course goals. Simply watching a video or reading a paper are passive and not very engaging. While things like videos and reading can be useful in disseminating information, we can even improve them using technology. Videos can be coupled with tools like Edpuzzle or Canvas Studio to embed questions to gauge student understanding. Or important sections from a paper can be embedded into a presentation, and then questions asked via tools like Pear Deck or Nearpod to help ensure that students are interacting with key knowledge from the reading. Providing a variety of ways students can both access the course content as well as ways they can display their understanding gives students a voice and choice in how they learn. Choice boards are an excellent way to allow students to choose how they'll display their mastery of content and attach their interest to the learning. All learners bring different levels of experience and abilities to learning. Online education provides opportunity for the place, time, and pace of learning to be personalized for each student. Mastery paths in Canvas allow for students to take a pretest, and then the content they access can be customized. Instructors should play an active part in the course and providing timely, meaningful feedback so that misconceptions can be addressed quickly. Few times in life are we presented with true false scenarios or multiple choice tests, but we make decisions based on critical thinking on a regular basis. The learning experiences we engage students in should focus on practicing for these real world situations. Connecting a theoretical concept to a real world application of the learning increases engagement and displays value in what's being learned. Rubrics can allow students to understand how they'll be evaluated and ensures that the learning goals for the course are still addressed even when participating in project based learning. Online learning, when done correctly, can be an amazing way to enable student learning. For more information on online learning, these resources may be useful.